how do you find motivation to make content and then edit it?
Kind
it's
of
hard.
It is hard. This is kind of how I work, and the way I work, because I have ADHD, is a lot different than other people who are like neurotypical who don't have ADHD. But a lot of times, like, I'm just existing, and then this idea just pops in my brain. I had this same thing happen before I was about to drive out. I almost sat down to film a YouTube video literally before I came out, because the idea was just a really good idea in my head, and I was like, I'm going to be late if I do this. Like, I at least had like the awareness to recognize that. So I was like, I'm not gonna film this. I'll film it maybe when I get back.
I appreciate that.
Every time an idea pops in my head, like, this would be a good video, I drop everything and do it. So, like...
So on the moment.
Yeah, I'm a huge proponent. So it is a little bit harder because I have a full-time job. Like, a lot of times I can't film in the moment because the idea came when I'm at
right,
work.
because you're at work.
But I always am a huge proponent of working with yourself and with your signals, like your body signals and your mental signals, than working against yourself. Yeah. So, like... if at this time and moment you have this great video idea in your head, fuck everything else, just go film it. Like, everything given, you know, like, you don't have work or something. And then the same thing with editing. So once in a blue moon, I will get the motivation to edit a video. Literally, fuck everything, I will grind as many edits as possible. So there's been times where I was done streaming at 11 and I just sat and edited till like 4 a.m. in the morning because I was just motivated to edit. So I don't even obey by like regular day schedule, or like, so this is why time doesn't exist to me. Like, I don't abide by time either. It's just, I'm motivated to edit. Oh shit, I'm tired. Okay, time to sleep. You know, so I actually work way better if I'm actually full-time content creating, because I can literally fuck all to everything and just work with my body. But following your body signals, if like there is a time where you're really motivated to edit and you know this is like a once in a blue moon, you normally don't like to edit, then literally just drop everything and do it.
Oh man, okay.
That's how I work personally.
That is very, yeah. I feel like I get those motivational itches as well, and I don't act on it enough. Frankly,
you gotta act on it. It's so infrequent sometimes. The editing one needs to come back to me because it's been gone for a minute.
For me, I don't know. This is a hard question for me because I'm still trying to build that for myself. Like, I'm like trying out different routines to get myself to be more consistent. Like, first and foremost, I think my current priority is, you know, the whole posting 3 times a day thing. I'm trying to get as close to that as possible. Like, 1 video a day at the bare minimum. And last week I almost did that. And then I got involved with some really crazy plans over the weekend, and I just fumbled.
Happens.
But this week I'm looking to kind of get back on that starting tomorrow, because I will have a video ready tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it goes well. That being said, so I think for me, it's a lot of motivation comes with goal setting, actually. Like setting goals that are achievable but move you in the right direction so that you can have the building blocks for the next goal outside of that. So yeah, I think I don't know. I think last week, even though I wasn't like a bit school, yeah, something like that, Serial. I appreciate the 100 biddies, by the way. I appreciate it so much. W. But like doing something in small increments to build myself up kind of curbed the whole like, oh my god, how am I gonna find the motivation to do this huge thing? For me, trying to get to like posting 3 times a day starts with posting 1 time a day, and then working, maybe a month from now we'll do 2, and then another month we'll get to 3. So it is very, it's not like a one and done. I don't know, like the motivation thing, when Kat talked about how fleeting it is, I think that's super important to recognize that you can't always rely on motivation. And when motivation fails, you need to have routine, which is why, as shitty as the 9 to 5 routine is, like, it's stable because for a lot of people it works because it gets them up out of bed. Now, I kind of hate the 9 to 5 because it kind of conditions people to build their lives around work. But that being said, like, routine has its place, and it kind of comes down to figuring out what your routine is.
I feel like it's also different because it feels really bad when you're working a 9 to 5 for a company, but it feels better when you're working it to build up like your own dreams.
Thing. Yes, when you care about it, for sure. When you care about it, like, the commitment doesn't feel like a drag per se. It just feels like an investment, you know? How long does the motivation window last for y'all? It depends on the idea, to be honest. I think for me, if I really fuck with like a choreography, like for me, I'm willing to spend as much time as it needs to get done. Like if I really believe in this video idea or something like that, but kind of depends. I'm with TikTok, I am realizing that perfectionism is terrible because then you spend too much time trying to work on one video, and next thing you know, 3 days have passed and you haven't posted that video. So don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Anyways, what do you think?
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
For editing, like few hours. If I'm lucky, it'll be maybe 5 hours. Like if I'm not lucky, it's like 1. The editing, because I really dislike editing, so it's very infrequently. But then like a lot of other things, the motivation can last way longer, but it like also comes and goes. So the editing motivation to edit comes maybe once every 2 weeks if I'm lucky. The motivation to go film content comes like every other day. And that one lasts way longer. I just really enjoy creating content, not necessarily the editing part of the content creation. And then like for my art, it really comes in waves too. But the art one lasts way longer. So if I get really passionate about like creating art or like a style of art, like I just got into pixel art yesterday and I'm still like
cool.
More pixel art. Yeah. So that it could last like at least a week for art, to be honest. And then like art doesn't really, the passion for art doesn't really go away. It's just like different styles. So it's like today I want to do pixel art. Next week I want to do this other style of art. Next week I want to do this other graphic style. So like the motivation for the different styles change, but the art kind of thing is always there unless art block, and then you just get shafted for a little bit.
Okay.